Hello, everyone. I am so excited to be here with you guys, as well as the fabulous panel of business owners. We are here for the session, How to Grow Your Small Business on TikTok. And you may recognize them and their businesses and their brands. And today, you're going to get the inside scoop. You're going to get all the details on how it all happened for them and what they're doing now in their businesses. But first, we want to go ahead and allow them to introduce themselves, say your name, what your business is, and then we'll get into some of the questions that we have to share with you all. So make sure you guys take notes because you're going to learn a lot of cool things about building your business on TikTok. So Jenna, we're going to go to you first. Tell everybody who you are and what you do and what your business is.
Hi, thank you so much for the beautiful introduction, and I'm so excited to be here. My name is Jenna, and I'm the owner of the Silk Labs. The Silk Labs is a Toronto based company that makes silk goods ethically in house in Canada.
Awesome. And Felicia, we'll go to you next.
So, hi everyone. My name is Felicia. I'm based in Northern Virginia, and I'm behind Designs by Felicia's, and it starts as a Etsy shop, and I just make a bunch of stickers, thank you cards, and also custom apparel, and also apparel like this one. And yeah.
Awesome. And then Andrea.
Hi, my name is Andrea, and I am the founder of Not a Co. I sell affordable, waterproof jewelry. Started my business in the peak of the pandemic, I guess, and my business is based in Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Nice. And you guys, my name is Kia Kelly. I am your host for this panel. I am a TikTok for Business expert where I teach people how to grow their businesses and then market them on the TikTok platform. And so today I'm going to be moderating this panel so you guys can learn all the secrets of what's happening with these amazing businesses and how you can get your business started or off the ground even more by using TikTok. And so let's go ahead and get into some of those questions. So first, I want to talk to you ladies about like how you grew on TikTok. And the big question is like, what was the moment? Was there like a specific moment on TikTok, or was there a video that blew up for you? What was it? What happened? And then what happened once it blew up, or what that moment was? Andrea, we'll go to you first.
Yeah, I used a sound, and at the time, I don't even know if the sound was like super trending. It was like a song. I think it's called "You Got It," and I just used it. Like basically, the video is just saying, "Oh, I don't want to take my jewelry off when I go in the shower," and I'm like, "You got it." It's super cheesy
Yeah,
and kind of cringe when
I
I
know
watch
that
it
one.
now, but people loved it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So people really liked it. And I recycled that onto my reels on my Instagram, and it did even better on my Instagram than it did on my TikTok. So like within that weekend, I just got like overwhelmed with orders. So
So numbers wise, you're saying like something happened on Instagram. Like what? People are asking, what's the numbers? What happened?
yeah, yeah. I think on this video on my TikTok only got something like I think 700 or 800,000 views, and then on my Reels it got over 3 million views. And so my Instagram following went from like 6,000 to like 70,000 followers within a weekend, and I
Wow.
think I got like a crazy number, like 700 orders in less than a week. It was insane. And I just remember like refreshing the page, and I was like, I can't believe this is happening. I had like my friend helping me
Yeah.
pack orders, and we were up to here in boxes. It was crazy. It was an amazing experience.
That's incredible. Congratulations on that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So Jill, let's go to you. What was the moment? Was there a particular video? What happened for you?
So for me, it was the fourth TikTok we ever made, and I didn't fully understand the app yet. It was pretty new for everyone, especially for businesses. I remember looking up all my favorite businesses like that were at Sephora, and no one was on the app yet. So it was kind of like that adjustment period of like, how do you go from creator to business owner? And so the fourth video I made reached 3 million views and 600 likes. And it was that same experience of orders coming through and followers on both Instagram and TikTok. And then right away, I just thought, like, how do I make these customers not one time customers, but repeat customers that we'll have for years to come? So I really tried to like nurture those relationships. And once they tried our products, a lot of them did become repeat customers. And then we just try to rinse and repeat content moving forward, just like that.
Yeah, that's incredible. And I know that you said that
Thank you.
you didn't want them to be just one-time customers, but repeat. What was one thing that you did to nurture that? I know someone wants to know that answer.
Yeah, so definitely adding like a thank you card that has like a 10% or 15% gift card for your next purchase. And then I actually at the time would like reach out individually to my customers and message them, ask them what they thought, ask them to join our newsletter, and really try to like keep them in the loop and in our community as much as I could.
That's great. That's a really good idea. Hope you guys wrote that one down.
Thank you.
Okay, Felicia, we asked you the same question. What was the moment, or was there a TikTok that blew up? What happened for you?
Yeah, so when I first started TikTok, I had no idea like what to post at all. So what I would do, I just like film the process of me making all my products, all my stickers. I just use my Cricut machine, and then I started to make t-shirts with like vinyl. So I started filming that. And so I realized that lighting was everything. Before I was like filming at nighttime and everything was like all yellow. And so those didn't do well. And then the time when I actually did it during the day and I had nice lighting coming through the window, that one went viral. And I think right now it has 7.3 million views. And I also want to credit like the song that I used. It was pretty trending at that time. It was like during winter time. So the song Snowman, I think by Sia was like really trending. And then so that one really kicked up my views, and it also made another video go viral with the same song. So maybe it'll do the same for this year. But that video that went viral, I was just showing the process of putting my logos onto my t-shirts. And from there, I've had a lot of comments like asking, oh, what am I using? How did you do that? Where can I get this? So I got a lot of engagement through that. So from there, I
Yeah.
learned that a lot of people want to know more details on like exactly how I make my products and love seeing like behind the scenes of it. Because when you look at like other stores, you don't really see how exactly they do things like packing sales, making the actual orders. So I think it's a fresh perspective for like different viewers, just like, oh, wow, I never thought about everything that goes into a business or packing orders or just like this process that they've never thought of because they've never had the chance to really see behind the scenes of like other larger brands. So I really utilize um, the need or the want to see those kind of behind the scenes video. And that's how I grew on TikTok. And through that video, I ended up getting a lot of orders on my Etsy.
That's incredible. Congratulations to you guys in Anosa. A lot of gems you guys dropped there. So I hope you guys are appreciating them sharing their behind the scenes stories. And so this kind of segues into my next question. You were talking about lighting, Felicia. And so we'll go to you first with this question. So like with TikTok, like being a business on TikTok or TikTok for business is fairly a new thing on the platform. Like how long did it take each of you guys to get comfortable, like filming, editing, posting, and all the different things as it pertains to your business?
So yeah, for me, it took quite a few months because I was completely new to TikTok. I was scared to post because I didn't know what other people wanted to see. So I remember starting out and yeah, not knowing what to post and what would be like the best quality content for my viewers. So it really took a lot of trial and error and finding what works for me, what works for my brand, and also my audience. And it's pretty much different for everyone. Some people have like background in video making, and others like me, I had no prior knowledge, so I had to learn as I go, basically. But I would say just to go for it. If it's like a bad quality at the beginning, it's okay. You learned from the previous videos, like, oh, I need to get a new ring light and make sure I use natural lighting, or just make sure I get the right angles and stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
it's not like a one-time thing like, oh, I'm just going to start it and it's going to look great. It's really like I have to test out what works for me, what works for my audience, what do they like to see, and it's all just trial and error basically.
Yeah, absolutely. So Jenna, we're going to go to you with the same question, and then Andrew will give you another question after this. So Jenna, if you'll go ahead and answer that, that'd be awesome.
Okay, so one of my favorite aspects about the platform is it's very accessible. You can film, edit, and post all in one app. So just because we didn't need to invest any of our business capital back into equipment, it was pretty easy to play around and adapt just with having like my iPhone and like Felicia was saying, natural lighting. So it wasn't too difficult. It was just kind of like learning trends and spending time on like my FYP and understanding the nature of the platform. And
Hmm.
I still post and edit everything just on the app.
Yeah, for sure. That's really good. So Andrew, I want to bring you to to start off with the next question. One of the things that we hear all the time and that we know is that consistency is extremely important and it's the key for having success, one, in business, and then two, in the TikTok world. Can you share, like, do you have a content calendar or what does it look like for you when you are, preparing for posting on TikTok?
Oh man, I still have not mastered this whole consistency is key thing. I mean, they say it all the time and you come across videos of them explaining how to become viral on TikTok. Like you need to post 3, 4 times a day. You need to dedicate a day a week to just making a bunch of videos. And I think the reality is it's just not realistic for a lot of people to take that much time out of their days when, especially when you're a business owner, it's really hard to dedicate that time. So I try to post at least 3 times a week. There's been times where I haven't posted for weeks on end because either I'm busy or I'm just feeling like uninspired. I don't know what kind of content to make, or maybe my videos haven't been doing well, so I'm feeling discouraged. But I mean, I think it just kind of comes, you just kind of work on it as you go. But that being
Hmm.
said, in the beginning, when I first started my TikTok, I was posting quite a lot because I was playing around with the app, trying to get comfortable with it, figuring out trends and editing and all that stuff. So I was posting content even if I didn't think it would do well. I was just posting videos for the sake of getting videos on my business page. So
Yeah.
I've kind of drawn back since then, but I think in the beginning, it's really important to try and really push and post as much content as you can. And then from there, you just kind of figure out and work your own calendar out, I suppose. But I think it's also important to tell people that even if you're not posting 2 or 3 times a day or every day, that it's okay because it still happens for you.
Yeah, for sure. Felicia, we'll go to you with that question. Like, do you have a content calendar for posting, or what's your schedule like for TikTok?
Yeah, I don't have one either. I'm still trying to find the perfect balance. Like some weeks I'm super motivated and like, yeah,
Mhm.
content, content, content. And then other days
Yeah.
I'm just don't feel like it. And it's also a little harder for me because like I work on my business only part time and I have a 9 to 5 job that I have to deal with. So it really depends on my work schedule. But I try not to be too stressed over the
Mhm.
strict, consistent posting schedule because I think of TikTok as like a fun and relaxed platform to make content. Additionally, like the TikTok algorithm is just so unpredictable at times, and I've come to the realization that like quality videos overpower quantity. So you can have like a bunch of
Yes.
random little videos, but like what's the point of those? But yeah, so it's better to make content that you are really excited and motivated to make, or like it's like, yeah, I can't wait to make this, because then you feel good about it. So I don't like to force myself to make content when I don't want to, because then I just feel like, oh my god, this is like a job now, I have to do this, and it's not what I want. I don't need that extra stress too. So
For sure. So Jenna, what about you? Do you have a content calendar or posting schedule?
So my goal is I try to post 3 times a week. Obviously, life happens and you get busy with other aspects of your business, but when I have a day where I notice I have like a clear morning or a clear afternoon schedule, then I'll just like block that out and make as much content as I can. And I'll put it in my drafts on my TikTok and then try to post them as like the days go on. But it is tricky with TikTok too because trending sounds and hashtags change so much. So you almost don't want to plan too much ahead of time because it could be a little bit over by then. So you do almost want to be very aware of what's happening in the moment and following trends and doing them as you feel inspired as well.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm definitely one of those people on TikTok. You mentioned that, Andrea. I'm one of those people that teaches like posting every day, being consistent multiple times a
Mhm.
day. And as of this moment, I have 100 videos in my drafts. And so I'm definitely one of those where I'm like, okay, if you record a bunch of them when you're like fully inspired, you've got this massive draft. And when you have like a week of nothing to give, you are able to just post things out. So I'm definitely one of those
Yeah.
people that teaches that. Okay, so let's go to the next question. Next question is that TikTok is known for its unrefined, imperfect, and authentic content. What are your best editing tips to create eye-catching content? Or like, what are your top tips to film? Just top, like, well, let's just say, what are your top 2 tips to film? Andrea, we'll go to you first.
Definitely invest in like a ring light or some sort of light source. Like as Felicia was saying, lighting is everything. Um,
Yeah.
and another thing is that I've noticed I edit everything in app, but people really love like raw, like you said, unrefined. Like just be yourself, show the good
Mm-hmm.
and the bad. People love to hear voices. They like to feel like
Mm-hmm.
related to the content. They don't just want some sort of
Mm-hmm.
like flashy video that's over really quick. So those are kind of my top 2 tips.
Yeah, that's really good. Jenna, what about you? What are your top 2 tips for filming and editing?
I notice a significant difference. So when I record a TikTok in the app, I notice a huge difference in engagement if I almost zoom in a little bit because I find it does make the image a little sharper before I start recording. And if you notice, a lot of beauty influencers do this as well. It just like brings it a little more like refined. And then as well, like lighting is a big one.
Awesome. Felicia, what about you? I know you said lighting earlier, but I'm sure you got some more.
Yeah, other than lighting. So, what I like to do is I like to film my videos just like on the regular camera on my iPhone. I don't really normally do in shot or in photo or what's it like in app filming
Mm-hmm.
on TikTok.
Mm,
I usually record it separately, and then I use apps like Splice and InShot for editing the raw footage. And then also when I do voiceovers, those are apps that I use. And then I, of course, find trending songs on TikTok. And I think my biggest trick that have gotten my videos to go viral is making sure that each frame of the video matches like the beat of the song. Um,
Mm.
so
mm,
like in
big
my
one.
first viral video, that's I made sure to match each frame I shot to have it be like, oh, each beat would be a different frame, and then so it would increase like curiosity, and it's like, oh, like what's next? And then it's also, I think it's more aesthetically pleasing to look at when something matches like the beat. So I think that's
Yeah.
like my biggest trick in my videos on how I get most of them to go viral.
Yeah, that's really good. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next question. What would you say is the best way for businesses to drive traffic back to their businesses from TikTok?
So yeah, having a call to action on all your videos are great. You can showcase like a new arrival coming soon, and then be like, oh, it's going to be available on designsbyfelicia.com at tomorrow at 12 p.m. So be sure to check it out. Or also, you can do behind the scenes of making the products, and then you can add like a code and be like, check out my site and use the code TikTok10 to drive business onto your website. And you can also showcase yourself packing orders of people that have bought from you. And then they're like, oh, can you pack
Hmm.
order 123 on TikTok? And then so that's also a great
Yeah.
way to
People
get some
love
engagement
that.
going and be like, oh, I want my package to be packed too. So that's a great way to get engagement on your site too.
I love it. Okay, so let's talk about the trends. So we're talking about trends here in our segment. And, you know, one of the things we all know, we love the trends on TikTok, obviously. And we know that when you are using trends and like trending sounds and things of that nature, it's one of the easiest, it's not definite, but it's one of the easiest ways to get yourself on the For You page. And so the question is that, like, how are you staying on top of all the latest trends on TikTok? Because there's a trend pops up every a couple seconds or whatever. So what are you doing to stay up on trend? Andrea, we'll go to you first.
Sure. I spend way too much time on TikTok already. Like I can
Me
scroll
too.
through that app for hours. So I'm already like in tune with a lot of things that are trending. But the problem with that is that you see trends that are already like deep into trending. And
Yeah.
my biggest tip that I can give everyone right now is to look up hashtags like trending sounds, or there's this girl on TikTok I've come across recently, and I think her name is at Choose Your Social, and she makes videos that she finds that people who have blown up using a sound that hasn't gone viral yet, and kind of is like, here's a trending sound that you could use and how you should use it, and how it made these small accounts with only a few hundred followers get millions of views. So
Hmm.
like just even searching trending sounds is a huge tool to figure out what's up and coming, because you can find sounds that maybe only have 1,000 videos under it so far, and then you check back the next day and it's got 30,000 videos made under it. So
Hmm.
just even looking up
Yeah.
hashtags like that is a huge way to find trends.
Yeah, for sure. And I would definitely say that's definitely something that I do, like as a teacher on TikTok. Like just kind of like with her Choose Your Social, like every single day I'm looking for things that could go viral, sounds that could go viral, and then I
Mhm.
do the whole like
Yeah.
TikTok trend alert to like tell people that, hey, this is
Yes.
what you want to
Yeah.
look out for. This is gonna go viral. And so me and her, I think we actually kind of follow each other. We're doing the same thing, like
Mm.
pushing people to the trend. So
Yeah.
that stuff like helps hands down. All right, so Felicia, let's go to you. What would you say is, how do you find the trends? It's on the FYP or For You page for those of you guys that are brand new to TikTok.
Yeah, so again, I just scroll on TikTok for hours. So
Yeah.
yeah, so when I can easily spot a trend because I see it appear on my page like multiple times. So it's like, oh, okay. And so I like to incorporate it with my business. I don't know if you guys have seen the one where it's like questions I get asked as the blah 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 XYZ, and then you do
Yeah.
like the thing, and so
Yeah.
like I saw that and I was like, oh, I can do that. I can do that. And so what I did was like I just did that, and then I did questions I get asked as a small business owner, and then I just put my top 3 questions I get asked as a small business owner, and then did the little thing,
Yeah.
and then did the
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. So good. Okay, so let's keep going. We have lots more things to ask. So what would you say to a business owner that's new to TikTok and they're wanting to grow? They've heard about virality and all that type of stuff. What's the one thing you would say to them? And then how do you measure success for your business on TikTok?
Yeah, so for us, of course, creating a community is number one always, and creating trust. Um, for success, shareable content is king. When I look at my engagement, I'm looking at not a viral video and not likes, but I'm looking at how many shares we get, because shares is the number one way you're going to grow and get eyes on your brand. So even before I make a piece of content, I'm thinking what's in this content that's going to make someone share it with their friend or with their mom, because those are eyes that I wouldn't get on my own. So that's my number
Hmm.
one sign of success.
Yeah, that's really good. So you mentioned that
Thank
about
you.
sharing. I guarantee people are like, wait, what? So why, like, give us a little bit more about why it's so important for shares. Because some people are just brand new to like maybe even social media in general, and they're going to jump into TikTok. Why do you think that shares are so important?
Yeah, shares are so important because your audience is what's going to get you networked almost in a way. Like
Hmm.
someone that's a
Hmm.
repeat customer from you, they're going to share it with their friend, and then they're going to share it with that friend, and so on and so forth. So, of course, it's very nice and feels good to go viral. But if you're having thousands of shares, those are thousands of eyes that have never followed you before, most likely, and have never seen you before.
Hmm.
But 10,000 views, that could be 10,000 followers that have already shopped from you before.
Hmm. Absolutely. I 100% agree with you. I know I had a video that went viral and I saw that we had 20,000 shares. And I was like, of course, like in my mind at first, I was like, what is happening? And I'm like, oh, people are wanting to, their people and friends to see me and see the content that I'm putting out. And so that's when I realized that shares were so important because, like, it's not just
Yeah.
about who are you reaching, but it's like, but if everybody is sharing you with their 5,000 people, that's a whole
Mhm.
another level of, attraction to your business, not just virality, but to your actual business. So that's a huge tip. Thank you for that. I do want to ask you guys another question while our time is quickly winding down. And my thing is really quickly, what would you guys say if a person is brand new to TikTok and they've got this business or you're getting ready to start a business? What is your number one piece of advice for a business, like in general, whether it's the For You page, trends, whatever it is, but someone is brand new? Because people are here in the conference, like at different levels. But right now, we specifically want to talk to someone who is new, brand new. They just started a business and they're just starting to think about TikTok. What's the number one thing you would say to them? Jenna, you go first.
I would say if you're starting a business and a TikTok, to build trust with your audience and be reliable and having really strong customer service and replies on your social media.
Yeah, so we're going to let you elaborate a little bit more on that. So tell us a little bit more about what you just said.
Yeah, so definitely I've noticed that if you have a repeat customer base, like I mentioned before, that's really what's going to skyrocket your business. And at the end of the day, word of mouth marketing is so valuable, even though like we're talking about social media here, but it can still, like if someone loves your content and loves your videos, they're going to tell 10, 20 other people. So I think trust with your content as well by, like every day, if you're posting or if you're posting weekly, they know what they're going to see and they know a familiar face and they know almost like the characters in your story, like if there's different like people helping you with your business. So that feeling of like they come to your page and they trust and they feel comfortable is like a huge thing for us. And it builds a huge community as well.
Yeah, I like when you were talking, I felt like the whole Oprah effect thing. And it's kind of like, people love Oprah and they've loved Oprah for forever. And when Oprah would recommend something, nobody would do any research because they already knew that her team and her had already done everything. And so they would go up and buy absolutely everything that Oprah recommended, especially what she did, like Oprah's favorite thing. And so what I'm hearing you say, Jenna, is like, hey, build a community of trust, like be trustworthy as a business, and then build a community of trust, because then you've got 45 million Oprahs that are going out there telling everybody about you. And then it just helps with, growing your business in a sense, right?
Yes, exactly. You got it.
Awesome. Okay. So Felicia, what would you say? Brand new business, brand new to TikTok. What's your number one piece of advice you would give them?
I think I would say definitely try and document everything along the way, from like your very first sale to hitting like 100 sales, like making sure you capture all those milestones. Because when you put it all together, you can have like you can create like flashback videos and say like there are trends like how I started, and then it's like how I'm going now. So that's also like a great video idea there. But yeah, I also just love looking back at how much I've grown and how much like TikTok has done for me, and also how much just the whole process. It's great to look back at and just have memories of, because you'll never have that again unless you start another business. But just like having those little moments is great to keep on. And
yeah, I think that's really awesome. I love that. So we're winding down, but Andrea, we want you to give, what's your one piece of advice you would give to a new business and person on TikTok?
I would say, like, for me, I started building brand awareness of like 3 to 4 weeks before I even launched. Like, get on the Instagram, get on TikTok, tell your friends, your family, like tell them to tell their friends and family, get the word out, get your email list set up. Start getting people excited about your brand so that when it comes to launch day, you're getting those orders and you're not like, it'll help you feel that like a little less discouraged, like, I mean, any order on is a win, especially in the beginning, but just really like push to get people to start spreading the word and get people behind you, get people to start rooting for your business, build that email subscriber list, and it'll like ensure a successful launch day.
Yeah, so really quick, we should talk about the email list. So if you're listening to this and you do not have an email list, we highly recommend you do so, because you can have a million followers on a social media account, but you want to be able to have them on your email list versus just on social media. Okay, so I just want to thank you, Jenna and Felicia and Andrea, for being here. And guys,
thank you so much.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for
joining us.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you so much.